What is up, gang? Nick here. Welcome to the show if you're new. Thanks for coming back if you're not. The mass exodus continues, and we saw NIO yet again down huge on the day. Now, we need to talk about what is going on here. How long can NIO shares realistically drop? Should you buy now or wait until after earnings? Where can shares ultimately reach in the coming months? There are so many questions, and we need to address them. There's going to be a lot covered in today's episode. Make sure you watch until the end. Ears open, kids. Shout out to everyone on our growing Patreon page. I'm getting to know a lot of you, and it's really cool. There's always more NIO content there. I release news and briefings in real time. You do not want to miss it. This also gains you access to our private Discord channels where you can see my trades in real time, one-on-one stock research, exclusive content. The chat is always popping off. I absolutely love it. Before we get it today, don't forget about the Webull promo. 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850. All you have to do is 1, sign up, 2, open an account, and 3, deposit in at least $100 using the link in my description. They are a 0% commissions trading platform. They offer some of the best analytics in the game. This one ends soon, guys. You do not want to sleep on it. Anyways, gang, without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so at time of filming, NIO is currently trading around the mid to high 40s, down 7-8% on the day. I personally harnessed this opportunity to buy additional shares, as I always do on a dollar cost averaging basis. This also marks around 25% off from NIO's recent highs of the low 60s. We did actually see the overall markets and NIO recover slightly on the day yesterday. However, they are significantly down today as the overall market correction continues to roll through town. And that's an important point. It's not just NIO selling off here. This is a market-wide crash. What does this mean? How can we harness it? We're seeing trading volumes back up as investors are panic selling, securing profits, or reallocating towards risk-averse funds. We need to realize that this sell-off is strictly due to macro reasons and not at all in cause from NIO's own business fundamentals. I think this is an extremely important point many investors are missing. There is a ton of uncertainty in the world at large currently. Many investors are simply burnt out from the recent market volatility. I know personally a lot of investors who are pulling their funds. However, me, I am doubling down on my investments. I've actually personally been waiting for a market crash. I did think this was coming. I warned my subscribers to keep a heavy cash position on the side to allocate to their long-term buys as soon as we saw this inevitable consolidation occur. So many stocks were beginning to look really expensive to me, and so many stocks had run up so long and so high that the uncertainty within the markets was going to shake them to their cores. Now, with interest rates rising, I do have some very unique plays that I am going in on. I will be releasing these in a few days. Make sure you subscribe. This is a window of opportunity. Do not pull down the shades. You do not want to miss this. As I was stating before, we have seen a continuous slide over the past few weeks. We're down 9 out of 11 days. Yikes. We're also trading below the 50-day moving average. Now, I just want to make my position clear. My long-term bullishness for NIO has not gone anywhere. It has not. When I invest in a company, I have done a thorough quantity of research. I fundamentally know where the company is moving, what they do, how they see themselves continuously carving out market share. This is why I am so heavily positioned with an innovative disruption. Companies knocking on the status quo, and NIO is, above all else, one of my favorite companies currently. I have said it before and I'll say it again. Investors need to zoom out and focus on the big picture. Focus on how lucrative this company can be, how dominant they already are, and how rapidly they're increasing their deliveries on a continual basis. I don't get flustered or worried about short-term fluctuations in share price. We see this all the time from startup companies and especially high overhead companies positioned in China in an emerging industry. Just reflect on that statement for a moment. There will be pullbacks, but ultimately, I do believe these companies will overcome and the stocks will surge. Whenever NIO pulls back, I think it simply becomes that much easier for the stock to double yet again. I do think we will be trading in triple digits later this year. We have to remember that by the end of 2021, the majority of populations will have a vaccine, and the uncertainty in terms of macroeconomics, inflation, and population health will slowly fade away. We will return to a time of quote-unquote normalcy, and I am positioning myself for this eventuality and not getting caught up in fear and emotion. Whenever one sells on the basis of fear, this is typically when the worst trades are made and capital is lost. Remove the emotion, trade with calculation. Alright, let's focus on what NIO is doing well and why they are so perfectly positioned for the coming landscape. Number 1, they have a massive cash position. They continue to increase this on a continual basis. They have the largest cash position in terms of the big Chinese EV startups Li Auto and Xpeng, and they're unlikely to dilute these shares again anytime soon. This will hold shareholders' value for the time being. 2, they are gearing up for Q4 earnings set for 8 p.m. on March 1st after regular trading hours. I will live stream this entire event on my Patreon page and guide you through what it means for shareholders. I do think NIO will have knocked the quarter out of the ballpark. My full breakdown and where they'll land will be released this weekend. 3, they are expanding their operation with another factory in the automotive park in Hefei, which is becoming an EV epicenter of China. This will enable them to really dominate the arena in 2022 and beyond. I do think they will have a third factory in the makings also set for next year. I've touched on this before, but there is indication that this will happen. 4, they have recently unveiled their first sedan, the ET7. This vehicle will enable them to sell mass quantities of vehicles throughout the year next year. They, like many other EV startups, began with larger, more expensive vehicles to then fund their future operations of smaller vehicles. They are expected to release another sedan after the ET7, and I do think this will be in the affordability market, which could then allow them to become a worldwide dominant player, finally stealing away significant market share from Tesla in the Chinese arena. On that note, they are continually expanding. They are set to launch in Oslo and potentially Copenhagen this year. I'm eager to hear of a North American plan. Let's hope this is touched in Q4. The list continues. They are a battery leader, having a 150 kilowatt-hour battery cell pack geared up for the ET7, enabling up to 1,000 kilometers NEDC range. And they may even consider the robo-taxi market in the coming years. The list goes on, and when considering the long-term prospects, their sell-offs seem much less significant. Zoom out, think big, look big. A sell-off, in my opinion, is no time to panic. I do think NIO will recover. Now, moving into March 1st, we are sure to have an extremely hectic day. We are likely to receive their February deliveries early in the morning. Therefore, investors will be acting already on this information. However, investors will also be acting on the ensuing fourth quarter's earnings set for after trading hours. Now, we know using historical data that February is typically the lowest month in terms of deliveries within China. This is mostly due to its low day count and losing a week to China's New Year holiday celebrations. We will almost certainly not set another monthly record. This could panic investors into thinking there is slowing growth occurring, and they may sell off on this news. I'm actually hoping for a sell-off to take place on the 1st, in which case I will be buying in, gearing up for the fourth quarter's earnings, growing my position in NIO as I always do. I do think that on the following trading day, we will see a rather large bounce back after their promising fourth quarter's earnings and future insights. Like I said, I will keep you all informed. I will be live streaming the entire event on Patreon. I by no means think another steep run-up once this market volatility has settled is out of the question by any means. I think we will see the EV stocks led by the leader Tesla rebound in the coming weeks, and I still do hold my position that NIO will be trading in triple digits in 2021. Hold strong, my friends. Don't forget about the Webull promo, 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850 for free. All you have to do is 1, sign up, 2, open an account, and 3, deposit in at least $100 using the link in my description. They are a 0% commissions trading platform, offer some of the best analytics in the game. I use this app every single day. I love it. Check out our Patreon page. Like I said, I will be posting every single one of my trades moving throughout 2021, and this also gains you access into our private and exclusive Discord channels. This is where you can see my trades take place in real time. You can see my portfolios. We're up over 50% in our penny stock portfolio. I think this will continue. You don't want to miss any of those trades. Anyways, everyone, just a quick one today. I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Happy trading. Cheers, gang.